We have all seen the images. We have all seen the headlines. But is New Zealand doing enough to cut their emissions and help stop the climate changes that are threatening the life of their Pacific neighbors? No is the answer from the members of the Pacific Leaders Climate Tour that reached Auckland in the first week of August.
New Zealand can do far more than what it is doing now.
We could be doing a lot more.
New Zealand is absolutely not doing enough to prevent climate change.
So New Zealand, you can do more than what we are doing right now.
Organized by NGOs in New Zealand, the tour features leading climate advocates from the Pacific Islands.
Good evening, everyone.
Their hope is to get New Zealand's attention and open their eyes to how much they're hurting from the impacts of climate change.
How is Tuvalu on the map?
Like the small island of Tuvalu that are sinking fast because of the rising sea levels.
Very close.
Less than 50 years from now, it's expected to be underwater, but even now the list of problems is long.
We can simply say that it is a matter of life and death for us. We have to readapt our traditional skills on how to fish and where to plant, when to plant, because of the unpredictable weather patterns that we're facing. Houses are blown off, the roofs are blown off every now and then by strong winds and cyclones.
And as a tragic result of climate changes, these storms have been more common on the islands in recent years.
The storm ripped apart government buildings and hospitals in the capital, Port Vila.
In March, Cyclone Pam devastated Vanuatu and killed 15 people.
When Cyclone Pam hit Vanuatu, I was back in the village and I just experienced big flooding, severe flooding that we never experienced before. Just swept through our place, and each day we are losing our homes, and our lives are being threatened each day. So it's a very serious matter for us.
Last month, an international group of scientists deemed New Zealand's action against climate changes as inadequate, a conclusion that the members on the climate tour share.
We cannot sit back and look at our big brother and turning its back on us. We need to tap on the shoulder of New Zealand and ask New Zealand to look back at us and do more than what it is doing now.
At the moment, we're one of the worst developed countries in the world in terms of acting on climate change. And our government's response to what we should do is mostly clever accounting and not actually reducing our emissions at all.
Excuse me.
But New Zealand's goal of reducing emissions to 30% below 2005 levels over the next 15 years is enough, says Minister of Climate Change Issues Tim Groser in a statement to Pacific Media Centre. This is a fair and ambitious contribution to the global effort, reflecting New Zealand's circumstances and the uncertainty still facing us. And we're providing significant support for climate action in the Pacific.
What is more significant in our view?
The minister also faces criticism from especially the Green Party after New Zealand's tenure as president in the UN Security Council in July didn't result in a formal document on climate change that could help the Pacific Islands.
I think we didn't do enough in the UN Security Council, and we should make more of a commitment to the Pacific Islands as a neighbour to the Pacific nations.
Was New Zealand's responsibility as the president to try and put climate change on the agenda at the Security Council? But I mean, that's just what this government does, as climate change is not a priority.
Tim Groser acknowledges that failure to act on climate changes will make the future of the Pacific Islands less secure, but the minister is satisfied by what New Zealand did to help the Pacific Islands during their presidency. New Zealand hosted an open debate on peace and security challenges faced by small island developing states as part of our Security Council presidency. The islands welcomed the rare opportunity to profile peace and security issues of importance to them in the Security Council, the minister says. The Pacific Leaders Climate Tour are now continuing to Wellington and Christchurch on their quest to get New Zealand's attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Coming out tonight, on behalf of the organizers, thank you.